Hello, everybody. I made a statement today on Facebook that I'm gonna be making a video. It is about questions. I made a videos before on that specific topic. There has been a lot of videos out there that were made on this topic. I think so that right now at this level, at this stage, peeling off another layer and go more deep into that problem. That problem is when the two twin flames they meet each other, but they both are married. They both have problems. And what's going on? What is the situation goes on? I was asking a question. I'm going to read the question to you, and then I'm going to be answering for it. This person sent me on a private messaging over the Facebook the following thing. I'm just going to read it straight through it. Hi Dio, twin flames are here to be loved and spread love vibrations on this planet. My question is, if you both twin flames are married and have spouses who are kind souls, loving kids, how can they break such contracts? This means hurting the one who love you. They deserve love in return. This will mean being selfish, and I can even lead to guilt with the twin flames. Kindly advise. Here's what I wrote back as advice, and I'm gonna go more deep into it. It is about to be your truth, not hurting. Ego hurts. You show them the real love, and this is why the most important part of twin flames are married. If you're not married, they would have no base to compare the 3D marriage to the 5D twin flame marriage. It is about you and your twin flame to overcome the marriage problem, but by confession. Confession to do both spouses that they were in love. It's bad to be in a bed with your spouse when your soul wants to be with your twin. Simply because, see that quote here? The worst thing to do is to suffer because you lie not others but your own soul. And when you do this, when you're with your husband and you have your twin flame, you lie your soul. And now that causes a lot of problems. Your spouse do not deserve this over time. And the most of the twin flames, this is a huge problem. And I said I will make video on this. And there was a quote, another quote that I posted on the Facebook. The pain is in the body, the suffering is in the ego, but the love is inside of the soul. So, with that has been said, I'm gonna keep on with the video right now. What's going on with this part? I'm married, he's married, but we fell in love. The reason is that there is a levels of love. Twin flames is not only the highest level of love, there is more parts of unions that you're going to have once you become a twin flame. You will understand there is a much more higher stages of love than once you evolve as a twin flame. Once you moved with your twin flame, then you will understand that as a one soul part, then you have to do something else which is more important. But that is for evolution up. We're talking about now here on Earth and three-dimensional part, what's going on with our marriages. So you both are married, and you both are in soul love. Now what? For a lot of the people, they feel the guilt, they feel the fear of being truth. For a lot of the people, especially that I'm encountering within a Christian community, people who are in a Christian faith, some of who isn't actually in the, I mean, I won't put up pictures of it because I've been dealing with every faith you can think of, but also a problem with the Hindu faith. There has been a situations that it's also experienced inside of the Muslim faith as well. So this is not like it becomes of it, but here is the part. The part it is, if I leave my husband and go with my twin flame, I will hurt my husband, or I will be hurt my wife. Okay. Here's the part, the bad part of this. I'm talking about the personal experience. When that happened to me, that was the last time I touched my wife in the bed. That was it. I felt this part. The worst thing to do is to suffer because you lie not others but your own soul. I couldn't lie it inside of myself, inside of my own soul, that I have feelings for my wife, when I was all gloomy and glowing in love for my twin. I couldn't hide it from nobody. I didn't even know what is wrong with me. Back then we were in financial service, so we were going to the office. Everybody was asking my wife, what did you do to him? She's like, I don't know. It wasn't her, it was my twin flame. And the part is that over the time, took like a few months, a period, I went to my wife and I told her, it is what it is, I can't do it anymore. I hurt her, I was angry at my twin flame. I can't be anymore with you. I confess, and ever since that confession, everything opens up for me. I found this peace inside of me, so I didn't have no more this duality about twin flame, wife, twin flame, wife, and thinking about what to do. I choose my soul evolution in the twin flame. Now, what's the story begin? What my twin flame choose? That is a whole another story that I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to talk about it because it's in the past. It's in behind. It is what it is. It's involving a lot of people. It's involving a lot of lies. It's involving a lot of things. It's in the past. It doesn't bother me anymore. Used to, when I talk about this story, I had problems. No more. Now my twin flame has problem with universe, not me. The question about this part is, when you're at night and you're next to your husband or your wife, your soul goes and wants to be with your twin flame. And the big part of it, specifically with people who are encounter of they're in a Christian faith, simply because it's here in the United States, the most of it it's Christian faith. In the Bible says only one marriage. Once you marry your wife, you should be a wife. You should make the things work out. But guess what? You are in love with somebody else. So now we cannot lie. So here is the controversial. You either going to lie that you don't love somebody, or you're gonna lie your spouse that you don't love your twin flame. Either case, you lie. So what is the truth? The truth is you love your twin flame. The person who wrote me this, she basically don't understand that. But I'm on the title of as a confessor. Everybody comes to me and they confess to me, well, Dio, but I'm in love with my twin flame. I'm in love with my twin flame. I'm in love with my twin flame. You basically telling me the things that you need to tell yourself. And if you're afraid to tell this part in the public, or this part of confession to your husband or wife, since you're beginning in your twin flame, then you are in the stage of the fear. There is a three things that going on together. Those are trust, surrender, and let go. I already made the video about the silence and let go. This is the most highest part out there, because it prevents people to be silent. They are silent about this twin flame journey. They are silent about this soul love. They feel everything inside of it, but it's silent. The video it's out in YouTube. I made a second video of this series, and that was a resistance and surrender. Now, a lot of the people have resistance to surrender, and this video does not resonate with a lot of people. Why? It didn't resonate because the people do not want to surrender their own desires about their twin flame. So now in this case of this question, this person does not want to surrender the spouse. She does not want to surrender this love that she has, this family that she has, in order to be with her twin flame. Let me explain that during on this intervention between two twin flames, when they're both married, who suffers? Okay, you suffer the both two twin flames, the both spouses of the twin flames are suffering, and the family of the both two parts, they will suffer. Why? Simply because when the twin flames are not together, there is a huge sadness inside of them. There is a huge part of silence inside of them. There is a huge part of the life goes away from it, and all of a sudden they become closing themselves. They become isolating themselves. They become misunderstood, simply because nobody can understand them. And the both two spouses trying to figure out, hey, it is my fault, or what is going on? Did I did something? You cannot even tell them what's the problem. You cannot even tell them, hey, I'm in love with somebody else. And you're probably gonna lie or make up or do something else. I had a case that she went through a bunch of doctors of fears that she didn't want to admit. She didn't want to say. Fear. And this fear, I'm gonna be making the video about the fear and the final part of trust. But to continue with this is that the spouse will suffer, your kids. When you isolate yourself simply because you're in this sadness, you're in this pain, you're in these feelings of like everything is ending, simply because you cannot be with the person you want to love, specifically in soul, simply because the body, the heart doesn't resonate that much inside of you. You have the highest level of love, which is the soul vibration, and now you want to exercise this love. You want to have this powerful love inside of it. And your twin flame suffer as well. They'll missing you. They'll probably get angry. They don't understand what to do. They will probably be on and off with you. They will be usually the one it's ready to say is like, you know what, I will do whatever it takes. I will divorce. I will separate. I will go. And the other one is gonna be completely out, not doing these parts of it. and the situation, it's getting more worse and worse because you continue to do on this part here. You can lie everything, not your soul. And this is the part that we go in more deep when the both two twin flames are married, is because of this lie. You living this life of a lie that continues to evolve. Why? Fear. And to go back against the questions is like, we will be hurting our loved ones. You already hurt them, if that's what you think as hurt. The worst part is not telling the truth. You're gonna hurt them more. The worst part is not to be honest. The universe already know what's going on. Okay, you fall in love with your twin flame, guess what? You die, the universe knows. Your soul cannot hide. And this is why when you start evolving on this soul evolution as the twin flame, you will understand how to be authentic self, how to listen your soul, and how to overcome any fear that comes against you. This journey about twin flame, it is teaching about love, but at the end of the day, you will understand it's not about only about love. It is about fears, to overcome your fears. And that part, when you are married, it is about you to say the truth and overcome the fear of what is the truth. Simply, you love your twin flame. I have so many people that they are, deal, I'm with my husband, but I love my twin flame. Or I'm with my husband, but I love this another person. Well, here's the part though. What is your truth? Look at yourself in the mirror and say, what is your truth? I did it as myself. I washing myself in the morning when I was with during my awakening with my twin flame. As soon as I couldn't sleep, I had to wake up like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was awakened, and I wash my face, when I go to work at 7 o'clock, because this is the time I want to sleep. And I was like, Dio, who do you lying? Why just not admit what are you doing? And that was going on for a long time, until I overcome the fear, until I come out of the closet. And then the next fear was, once we got separated, I came out in the public and I said, I'm a twin flame. Guess what? Nothing bad happened to me. I didn't die. The world doesn't end. There was no flood. Okay? So you need to chill out. Right now it's a storm out here, but at least the electricity is up and I'm making video, okay? And to finish this video, my message to everyone who is married, I want you to go and find Lindy Cowling. She's got a great video that I learned from it about twin flame and marriage, or they're in different relationship. She has explained something very important there, and I want you to pay on that part, is that in the twin flames, everything is upside down. What I mean is upside down, that on a regular relationship, the love become from physical attraction, become to a heart vibration, and 10 from high vibration, they get married and try to get to the soul level. Twin flames. It's backwards. Okay? You begin to have this spiritual attraction first. That spiritual attraction has to be worked out to break the patterns into the heart, into the physical. And at the last level, that's gonna be the physical part, the sexual part that everybody dreams about, of this mystical love that the twin flames has. But it's not easy to get from these points down. And this is why it's a lot of confusion, because now we have to work with third variable. The third variable, that is your soul vibrations. You had a sexual vibrations in your body, you had a heart vibrations in your body, which was your love, and now you have soul vibrations inside of you. And for a lot of people, when they hear the word soul vibrations, they don't understand this. But for the people who are awakened, the people who understand, those are the soul vibrations. When you speak, you actually send also energetic vibrations from your body, that they are in vibrations of the soul, which is they feel like radio waves. And the people who are awakened, they feel much more information from you than just for a few spoken words. And those soul vibrations, they can passing so much information that it's an amazing when this works with between the two people. But it's an amazing when it's working between twin flame, specifically with love, when that love begins during the awakening process. Because during the mornings, for example, this part, when you know your twin flame, what she's going to wear or he's going to wear, and when you go to work together, you stare into each other and you are amazed of how precise those dreams are. And they're not dreams, they're just vibrations in the soul. And from that point, if the one decides to be the truth and the others decide to go and live the lie, that is the part of the separation, and you cannot do anything about it. And I said in the videos before, if you're married, get down on your knees, pray to God, God please help me, I'm gonna be my truth, I love my twin flame. Go to your spouse, confess to them, and get together with your twin flame, and you're gonna solve a whole bunch of problems. And if you don't do that, you're learning to go through the stages of twin flames until you understand you can't hide from the truth. Then you have to go back, you have to go find your twin flame, if you can find them, and you have to go ahead and tell them what you need to tell, because things can happen. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. I was contacted by a lady that she's like, well, Dio, I need to tell you something, I couldn't do this, but my twin flame was found dead 3 days ago. So you gotta be very careful of things that's going on, because the universe has a journey that needs to do, and the part of this journey is to teach you not to lie in the soul and to overcome your fear. Because if you are twin flame and you are in your spouse, there is a lot of people suffering, not just you and your twin. Those are your spouses, those are your kids, those are your parents. When they know you and they feel you, they understand something's wrong with you. And that part right there, it's my message to you. Save yourself, save your twin flame, save your spouses from living on pain. Be your truth. Most important, be love.